Hey you guys, it's Christine here from Magenta Goddess and welcome to my 3-day video series on lifting your heart's vibration. They are going to be oracle card healings with the unicorn cards, whatever else is coming through, but they came through really strongly. I'm so excited because I was just doing the video and I just started and it said to me like oracle card healings and I'm like, yay, oh my gosh, this is exciting. So there's a lot of knowledge coming through. Day one, we want to focus on simply raising your vibration. Easy tips and tools for you to lift your vibration. I'm gonna start with cards. Flow. I love it. Find an easier path forward is what it says. Oh God, of course it does. Surrender the outcome. What is it? Release your expectations. Oh my gosh, yes, release your expectations. Oh my gosh, sometimes we literally expect the worst. Sometimes we expect the best. Sometimes we get caught up in the what ifs. I said that yesterday on my live stream on my page, to check that out if you want to go there. Find an easier path forward and look at all these beauty that is surrounding the unicorn's head right there, right? There's beauty in our thoughts and our feelings and our energy when we surrender the outcome. That has everything to do with faith, everything to do with trust. And this is where we make it easy. Flow, flow, flow. Find an easier path forward once we let go of control and we surrender and we trust in the process and connect with ourselves and our spirit and work with the divine. You have no idea. And I just watched a download that said how much easier it is right now to manifest because the way is literally free. Okay, there's nothing in the way. So if you want to manifest anything, fucking go for it. Now is the time. Okay, be safe of course, but now is the time. So surrender. How do we do that? The first step for me, so that's today, right? Easy tips and tools to lift your vibration. Day 2, I'm hearing now like focus your intention. And day 3 is going to be lift your heart vibration up to a higher level and keep it there constantly and strengthen it as well. Okay, so literally rise above all that is going on underneath that. So day 1, find an easier path. So how do we lift our vibration, right? Easy, simple tools in just simply your intentions. I intentionally lift my vibration now. I have the intention to have a strong immune system. I have the intention to focus on health. I have the intention to surrender all that is going on for me right now. I just surrender the whole process to the universe. I call it God. I like calling it God. I know people get caught up in this word God because it's not like the Bible God that I'm thinking, but whatever. That's not part of this video, but I like to call it God. And I have this little bit of a thing here with my hair going on. I think they're actually going to come out curly a little bit. Anyways, that's what you want to do, right? So surrender and have faith. Then clear your energy as well. Although that, it's not really the simplest tool. I feel like we're really going into this really just super simple, having the intention. Just have the intention to lift your vibration. That's all. Have the intention. You can manifest. Of course, you can do workshops. You can do the inner work. You can work with your inner child. There's so much stuff where you dig in and trauma, like heal your trauma, activate wealth, activate health, activate all of that. But just with the intention, you lift it. If you just have the intention, you lift and shift it. That's all you need to do. I have the intention to clear the energy in my house. I have the intention to keep us safe. I have the intention. That's all you need to do. Find an easier path forward. That's what I said. The next decades are gonna be super easy. So I'm not supposed to go in there. Is there anything else you want me to share in the first video of our download series of the oracle card healings? Sit in your chair. Sit in your chair, okay? Just sit in your chair and buckle up, you guys. It's gonna be a wild ride. So stay safe and have fun. Find an easier path forward. It's gonna be wild and fun. Recharge as well, okay? Recharge your energies. Like self-care, go within. It's so important. Go within, sit with yourself, connect with your spirit. It's going to be day 2, but connect with your spirit. Sit with what's going on for you. That is also how you shift stuff. You don't have to go out and figure it out. You don't have to chase anything. Literally set your priorities. And I used to think my priorities were work, so I went to work so I could provide for my child, so that it has a head over its roof, a roof over its head. And then I thought, wait a minute, even if I wouldn't go to work, I would actually financially be supported enough to stay home and isolate. And he's prone to bronchitis, and I thought, you know what is actually more important? The extra bit of money in my bank account right now, or my child to be alive? And I'm like, yep, I know what's important here, and it's not the money, it's my child. Okay, so you may think that we have our priorities right, but the way we are doing it and showing up suggests that actually not. You may think you've got it, but you're not quite living it, because you think you've got it, but your heart doesn't actually do it. Does it make sense? So I thought, I'm gonna look after my kid by providing for it and blah blah, and then still risking him being exposed and me being exposed, being an aged kid surrounded by people constantly all the time, but still getting the money to provide for him, to get him the food, to get him blah blah blah, when in fact, when I assessed my situation, I thought, well, actually I am financially supported enough to get us through this, and I rather isolate and not focus on the money as such, because it was my goal to make money and stock on my savings and all of that sort of stuff, right? And I was like, okay, let's just stop here for a second and pause and really reassess what's important. So although I thought I had my priorities in order, my heart is actually like, I actually don't feel good with this. I feel unsafe. I feel worried all the time. What if something happens? You know, how do you keep him safe? You constantly. It would have felt much more grounded, clear, anchored in my body to make the decision to stay home with him. Does that make sense? So don't get caught up in your headspace on what you think you need to do or what you think you need to sort out. It's like, just surrender that. And if you are worried about certain things and you get caught up and you panic and it's up here, bring it down into your heart. Bring it down into your base. How does it feel? How does this decision that you're making feel in your heart? How does it feel in your body? How does it feel in your base? Okay? So don't live from it. Us going through this, we coming out the other side, we will be different people, okay, in a good way. And we will have to go in. We will have to face this. We will really have to go in and prioritize. And we have to connect to our spirit. Like, this time screams for it. It screams for us to connect to our own spirit and you know, our true essence, who we really are. And I find that just so beautiful, because we are hanging on to our jobs and the reality outside and the structure we have created as humanity and the way politics is run. And then, you know, we are all mad at certain ministers that they don't act a certain way, and we're like, wait, just let that go. Just let go and realize that all you ever need to hold on to is your own spirit, and just like lean back into yourself and remember, and just close your eyes for a second and breathe and feel. And even if anything else shatters and changes at the moment and falls apart and gets reassessed, what is actually still there? What's still there is you. Okay? Find an easier path. You don't have to struggle anymore. We're entering a whole new decade of light. Massive amounts of people are waking up. So find an easier path forward. There is no more struggling. There is no more hardship. It's like a total clean out, a total cleanse, a total moving forward. Hence why we want to lift our vibration, lift our heart to a higher level. I cannot get around not doing the work anymore. I'm being cold, and I'm trusting. I was almost to say I'm too scared not to do the work, right? But I'm trusting. I really am trusting. So let me pull a card to wrap this up. Yeah, see, raise your standards. This is exactly it. You don't have to live with fear or worries or whatever. And the divine is supporting you. As I said, we are manifesting so rapidly these days. You are financially supported. You are You are with everything you need supported. You have no idea how many people have come to me and shared things of the past and have checked in with me and said, we will be there for you if you need anything, even if you get sick, please let us know, we are here for you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, here's me thinking I'm isolated, my family's all overseas, right? Here's me thinking I'm here, and the whole other world part is like kilometers, thousands of kilometers away. But actually I have so many people, so much love, so much help, so much support around me that it just lifts me and strengthens me. Money wouldn't do that. If I would have $1 million in my bank account right now, I'm not sure. I mean, can I still go out the street and buy stuff? You know, it does. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't help. It would probably help. Of course it would help. Otherwise I wouldn't manifest it, right? But at the same time, this connection between us as humans, we are lifting each other, right? We are lifting each other on a conscious level. We are there for each other by connecting with each other. We are in this together, no matter where we are in the world, by the way. You have no idea how many times I have called my parents this last week and checked in with them. You know, compared to the last 7 years I've been in Australia. So probably the most amount of time I've ever contacted them in a week. They're probably like wondering tomorrow if everything is okay with me or something. I don't know. But it calls for that. So do what your heart feels is right for you, okay? And that strengthens as well. Because what I realized personally through my trigger is I'm so scared to lose my loved ones. I'm so scared to lose my friends, to lose humanity and such, like, because I love everyone outside of me. And then I realized, wow, here's me loving everyone and afraid of losing everyone, and at the same time being so terrified of letting someone into my life or letting people into my life, including my family, because it hurts that they are so far away, right? And if you let them in, you love them, but then it's also going to be as painful to go away and realize how far away you are, and then you have to listen to their pain because it's hard for them too. And this fight with my sister, and it's like, ouch, ouch, ouch. No, I'm going to shut down. I'm letting no one in, right? No. And then now that the virus is there, I'm like, I love you so much, like, please don't die now. You know, like, so, and that is also calling us, this is what I'm saying, it calls us to go within, to be inside of ourselves and just to realize the trigger. And from there, things shift. Our garage wasn't repaired yesterday, and I asked God and I said, the charger is here, darling, but can you do that in your room while I do my video, please? Or just turn it down, it's a bit too loud. Thank you. I'm finished soon now. Thank you, darling. And we were almost, I thought if they don't repair anything, I'm just saying, like, look, we need this to be repaired because I don't want to go through the whole virus. And the garage is open. There've been cars now stolen. My bicycle got stolen, all that sort of stuff. My neighbors were knocking on my door yesterday, half like complaining and checking in with me what it's like and stuff, if I've seen anything. And today I just prayed to God and I said, like, let's repair my gate, please, just take care of it. And I come home literally, and there was a guy in the garage repairing my gate, and he said, look, it's actually needing a new gate and they're waiting for the new gate, but they just contacted me yesterday or today, in that day, to just come and repair it so you have something in the meantime. And I'm like, well, thank you, God. Same when I wrote this post today and I was at work in a facility and I said, God, just keep me safe. And I was in an aged care facility with a lot of people in there, right? A lot of workers in there. I was on the corridor by myself. There was also music. I just found myself dancing. I thought, why am I in such a good mood, right? Is I my cleanse or something? I was just dancing around. And then they sent me out to get people out of their room to get ready for lunch, right? And then every single room I tapped into, literally every client was gone already. Every client was gone. There was no one in there. Which made me realize, first of all, you manifest at the moment even more rapidly than any other time, and that doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be money to solve your problems, is what I said earlier. That's what I meant, right? If you think you need money to buy toilet paper, or you need money to get your food supplies up or whatever, or to pay the rent, that is not, all you need is your own connection, your faith, and the divine, God, as I call it, to supply for you. And all you do is ask and they deliver. So maybe the toilet paper comes to you in other ways. Maybe your friend checks in and says, like, here's a roll, or here's a whole pack, or, you know, all of a sudden someone has something on sale. Like, you don't know. Yeah, I asked for sanitizer today. I'm trying to buy sanitizer to just, you know, clean out our house and stuff. and I just surrendered and I said to God, like, just God, give me sanitizer, because every shop I went into was sold out of sanitizer. So yeah, very interesting. Now that's that. So yes, all aged care facilities, and also that aged care facility thing makes me realize that it is safest right now to be isolated. It is safest right now to stay away from people. Okay, that's why I'm choosing to stay home with Heinrich at the moment, because I'm not gonna risk anything. That's just not on. So yeah. Well, that's me. I hope that helps. So just simply have your intentions, ask for what it is that you want, and by the way, by tapping in and checking in with the divine, you raise your vibration. That is like the highest thing you can ever do. Okay, yes, there's principles like responsibility, you know, like all that sort of thing that will help you, love, faith, peace, joy, all these high vibe principles. And what else do we have? Wholeness, open-mindedness, willingness, forgiveness, unity, discipline. I think that's them. That can assist you with all of that to really be strong and go within and go without. And I really feel like mentioning them because they are such simple tools, and they really help even bring you towards enlightenment and make you realize how safe you actually are in reality. So know that, raise your standards, okay? You don't have to put up with stuff. And you don't even always have to go out there and step up and make a big fuss and you know, drag someone in front of court or whatever. It may sometimes it's necessary, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's also like, just ask and just say like, look, I'm not doing this. Either you do that, or I'm not going. Provide for me, keep me safe, look after my kid, look after me, you know, get our fridge full of food, like look after our house, to this, to that. And then of course you're gonna show up, right? You have the discipline to listen to your what do you call it, to listen to your guidance. All right, you guys, I hope that helped. Is there anything else you want me to say? No. All right, I'm heading off. I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know, okay?
Okay.
If all else shatters, you can also always say, please Archangel Michael for 100% light, clear my energy now. Okay, that clears your energy of other people's stuff, that clears your energy of
Is Michael like Michael Polo?
no, it's Archangel Michael, darling. I told you about him earlier before. He's very protective.
Yeah.
And yeah. No, I lost my track. I just thought about all these children that are coming through. Maybe I'm supposed to talk about this, but all these children that are coming through, that are being born and that are really, really little. I actually thought I was supposed to do that on a live stream, but obviously I'm supposed to talk about that here too. They're amazingly strong, I feel like, and they are also here to lift and lift the vibration, you know, bring new energy in, lift people's heart's vibration, of course, you know, lift their vibration towards enlightenment, all of that sort of thing. And they are strong, very, very strong children. So we really have to be aware also of the way we're parenting them. And I know that all these parents I know with the children that are around are just amazing parents, just amazing parents. And guys, if you are around me and you've shared that you want to have children, that you have children, that you shared pictures of your children with me, may it be yours or not yours, someone else's, and everyone this resonates with, you have amazing children, amazingly strong, treasure them. Even if you don't always get them, just love them. And I know you're doing an amazing job, but I just want to tell you that you are doing an amazing job raising them. You're doing an amazing job being there for them, and you have beautiful, amazing children. You have no idea, and you are strong enough to do this. You're absolutely capable. They came here and chose you. They came here to love you. Okay, they came here to expand you, to help you, to shift you, to raise your vibration, to be with you, to have fun with you, okay, to be at peace as well. Just be together and enjoy enjoy your experience here, okay? So yeah, you guys are amazing, and I love you so much, and I'm holding you in my heart, and I'm so grateful for having you around and for what I'm here to do. And yeah, I think that's it. Wrap it up, they say. So look after yourself. I pulled the inner goddess card. Where is it now? That was the action card, but oh yeah, the goddess card here. So look after yourself, okay? Make sure you're safe. Up your self-care. Self-care is always one of the very first things you do to there it is. To raise your vibration. Self-care, self-care, self-care. What it is that you can do for you right now to make you feel better, okay? So even I thought about sex today. If you're in self-isolation alone and you really want to have sex, it's the same. Like, you can totally get up in the story of like, oh my gosh, I really want to have sex, but I can't have sex right now, and this is so hard, and I'm gonna die, and how am I gonna get through this, and blah blah blah. Okay, just hear yourself. You know, I'm like, okay, what is it here right now? Okay, I hear that you're really frustrated right now. What is it that you need? And then maybe there is actually something you want to do sexually that you want to live out. Just live that out with yourself. Just imagine and tap into your own inner man, inner woman, I don't know, if you want to have an orgy, your inner orgy, or your just intimacy, your self-pleasure, or, you know, being intimate with yourself. Like, what is it in that sexuality thing that's coming up for you that you really want, where your need hasn't been met or something? Okay, and just give that to yourself and fucking watch what you're gonna manifest as well, okay? Because we are manifesting pretty quickly, and what you focus on will manifest. So you can focus, you can keep focusing on what it is that you don't have, which is sex in that sense, or whatever it is that you don't have, food, car, money, whatever. Or you can like, okay, I'm really worried that I don't have enough money. Okay, what is it that I need to do? Like, okay, Angel, I'm surrendering that. Just take care of my finances. How can I make more money today? Or what is it that I need? Because ultimately, if we don't have money, if we need more money, we need more faith. And with the sexuality or anything else, it's always give that to yourself first. Okay? Sit with yourself. Be with yourself. Give that to yourself first. And all else will fall into place and hopefully knock your socks off, right? Take your socks off when you go on self-pleasure, you guys. No, I mean it. And if you are in isolation together and you don't want to have children, use protection, okay? Use condoms or something. I always like to say condoms seems to be like kind of like the safest out of all these contraceptions out there. So please use condoms, you guys, okay? If you don't want to have children and you don't want to be the cause of the next wave of influx of humans out there, please use condoms, okay? Don't lose your humor and all of it, because laughing actually does strengthen your immune system. Yes, darling?
You said you're going to be quick.
I will be quick, and I will be wrapping this up now. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. So, yeah, and through that, again, you sit with yourself, you strengthen your relationship with you, with your own spirit, you're learning to listening to yourself, you know, from there, whatever, maybe you want to write that book, maybe you want to create music, maybe you want to, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? There's a lot of time we have now on our sleeves to really get to know ourselves, okay? It's, and reach out, okay? Reach out to people that can hold space for you. So if you're struggling in isolation, because isolation is almost like a juice cleanse as well. It's like you stop doing certain things that keep you busy from feeling the stuff that's underneath. So even if you're doing the work, you're still going to work while you do it, or you're still doing your purpose work, or you're still doing that work. But if you're isolating and you're facing total change all around you, and you're forced to step back and just slow down, it's like sitting in meditation. It's like a juice cleanse. All of a sudden you can't stuff down all that junk food anymore to keep you from feeling, you know, and your stuff will come up. So maybe you're not just struggling sometimes with isolation, but just with the feelings that are coming up for you now that you are forced to pause. And that's what I mean. We're coming out of this whole experience as new, different people, and a new humanity, because we are forced to look at all of that. And once all that trauma is lifted collectively, holy shit, man, we will have a new vibration on this planet. We will have a totally new higher vibration on this planet. Surely there will be a lot of grief and stuff for what we went through, but in general, just imagine like everyone is just coming back to themselves and reconnecting and strengthening, and we're all coming back together as you know, a collective and unity, because we keep looking after each other and checking in and you know, taking care of each other. And I'm wondering if we actually have an internet breakdown. That's also why the 5G came in to support us during that time. And that may sound crazy, but that was just like a thought that I saw in a different video as an opinion. I thought that was very interesting. But anyways, if that should break down as well, that'll be interesting times, but we don't know if that happens. But anyways, if that does happen as well, guys, know that we are all collectively together, connected anyways. I find it so funny. It's like people in Germany be like, oh, you're so far away. Am I actually energetically? I'm with you right now. I can tap into any person on this planet if I want to and feel and know exactly what's going on for them. I can feel the virus coming. Okay, you know, you can too. You know things, you feel things. You could energetically connect with someone that's super, super far. When my dad on the phone says to me, I'm sending you hugs, I can feel that. I can feel him sending me hugs. I can feel all of that. So watch your words, because people can feel that, and you're the first person that feels that, and you're the person that lives with that. So be mindful of all of that, okay? Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. What does love actually mean to you? It's a great time to reassess. But I have so much to say. It's just a download that's coming through, darling. It's important to some people and to me. So
I didn't say anything to you.
You didn't? What do you have to say?
Mom, I'm not hungry and ice freaking steam.
Okay, he's not until today. So yes, that's what I want to say, okay? Focus on love, focus within, always stay safe, but listen, it's also a time of you choosing your path. You choose if you want to go out there. You choose if you're self-isolated. You choose, you make choices. And this is part of being awake. Okay, like, whoa, what am I actually choosing? Am I choosing to put up with this? Am I not choosing? Am I choosing something new, something different? Am I trusting? What am I choosing here? Okay, make choices. This is up to you. Whatever the outcome of this is, why surrender the outcome and your expectations, because you don't have to keep up with a certain life that may not serve you at this time. Okay, you don't have to keep up with certain issues that may not serve you at this time. You have to reprioritize again, and choose your focus somewhere else. Okay, so
you don't have to serve your money to someone.
You don't have to sell your money to someone. Yeah, you don't have to sell your money to someone. Keep it. Yeah. Okay. Choose. It's your choice. It's your choice. Your choice. Your choice. What you do. It's also your choice if you surrender or not. Hold on if you want to. No one can tell you what to do but you. It's your choice. And someone actually said that to me yesterday when I was panicking. She pulled cards, and sometimes I reach out and I say, just sort me out. Help me feel my feelings. Help me what's going on for me, right? Help me hear my own voice and reflect back to me what I'm saying. And she said, she didn't give me an answer, and she said, it's your choice. It's up to you. It's your choice. And that's exactly the message for the collective in general from Spirit. It's like choices. It's your choice. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice. Free will. And they always say, God loves you that much, they let you walk into hell. But they will also let you walk into death in that time if you want to. But it's your choice, okay? You choose. That's why we want to get out of our head into our heart, to make the choice that sits right with us, so we don't get all frizzled up and, you know? Be calm and peaceful and in our love heart vibration, and that's what we want to manifest. You manifest rapidly, so look out what you're focusing on right now. Okay, so watch the next 2 videos, the next 2 days, where we get more into, you know, how to connect with your spirit, and from that also with the greater divine, with God. I call it God, okay? Roll your eyes at me, I call it God. I'm just gonna get a tattoo here, God. That would actually be pretty cool. Somewhere. We see. Yeah. Well, I'm not God. Don't you forget that as well, right? This is also a message. You are not God. So surrender the outcome. You're not God. You're not here to twist and turn events in a way that you think should be the outcome. Like when it comes, for example, people going to court, right? Oh, I want actually this to happen, or I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that, and you think, that's not how it works. You let that go. There is no mucking around with the outcome. You tap into your heart, you do what feels right for you in that moment, and then you go from there and let it unfold. And you know what happens then? Things turn out even better than you expected. Maybe not the same way, but better than you expected, trust me. You were going around like, oh wow, everything falls into place. Oh wow, everything is just here. Oh wow, like all of a sudden I have the life I always dreamed of. Oh wow, and this guy is out of this world. I'm like, oh wow, this is like, you know. If you want your dreams to come true and you want to wake up out of your dream or nightmare, whatever you have experienced, and you're waking up and you actually want to create a dream come true life, then choose, make the choices that get you there. Choose, but choose from your heart, because your head in panic and fear is not going to create the dream life you want to dream of that turns out even better than you could have imagined. Just like some of us have already experienced a life worse than any nightmares they could have ever made up. Okay? So let's just take that time, this awakened state, to connect, to actually let the light in. Let the light in. Choose. 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 Okay? Choose. And also choose, right? Choose. What am I showing here? Choose you. Choose you. You. Without you, there's no anything else. Without you, there's no dream come true. Without you, there is no experience. So choose. Choose. And choose all of you. Don't just choose this or your fear or the outer circumstances. Choose you, all of you. Your energy. I'm getting goosebumps saying that. Okay, you're not just your fears, you're not just the panic, you're not just the lost job, you're not just the not paid rent, you're not just the whatever it is that you're going through right now. Still choose you. And choose, even if you're in total crisis right now in this, choose you. Things shift for you. I was in the middle of people where I'm usually always in contact with people, and I was alone. I tapped into every single room and every single client was already out of this room. This has never happened to me in the last couple of years when I had, worked this job. Not once has this happened. Not once. There was no single client in all of these 3 to 5 rooms that I got sent in that I had to get out for lunch. So choose wherever you are at. Choose. Surrender. Have the intention you're healthy. Have the intention you raise your vibration. Have the intention to have a strong immune system. Have the intention to be healthy. Have the intention that you are safe and protected. Have the intention that your kids are looked after and safe. Have the intention that your loved ones are all protected. Have the intention, and how high is that vibration? You're not worrying about them. You're not being in fear of losing them. You have the intention they are looked after. You have the intention that you fully trust. So you have the intention of love. You have the intention everyone you know and think of and is important to you, and beyond that is safe, happy and healthy and protected at all times. So you have the intention that their immunity goes up. You have the intention that your worries are being surrendered and looked after.
Intention that everybody loves you.
That's it. Find an easier path. You don't have to, as I said, like with my money video exercise, like creating more money, like it doesn't have to be, yes, you can journal, and yes, it does help, and I'm doing it too, but you don't have to do massive, long, structurally old things to create new stuff. You know what I mean? It can be like that. That's the messages coming through. Okay, you get to choose whatever works for you. If journaling works for you, freaking journal. If easy works for you, then do it that way. If journaling works for you and you're not quite believing that it can be that easy, keep journaling and just practice. What do you have to lose? I mean, that takes what? Doesn't even take a second. I did that, and time all day, the seconds out there haven't even changed. You can journal, and while you do a mind break, you just like do that and set an attention and see what happens. Just be aware, play with it. You're awake now. You're waking up, so just check it out. As I said, what do you have to lose except your life, right? It's up to you. It's up to you. All right, my little skeptics and believers out there and seekers and all of humanity. I do love you guys, and I'm proud of humanity, and we're living in exciting times, as challenging sometimes and maybe confronting as these times are. It's also a massive opportunity. I choose that I'm gonna get through this because I want to live my happy end, and my happy end is not dying from a virus. My happy end is my happily ever after, where I live together with my family and the man of my dreams, and I have my children, and I watch my grandchildren grow up with that guy, and I'm watching the sunset, and what have you ever seen? I'm gonna travel and see my family and all things that and more, right? That's my happily ever after. So yeah, what's yours? What's your dream come true? Your secret dream within your heart. Do you remember? It's also a good time to remember all of that. Remember what it actually is that you really want and live that. Sometimes we think we want to be millionaires or billionaires or keep up with society and be the best so our parents love us or some sort of stuff, and then we realize actually all I want is that. I really just want to have a family. I really am actually happy with how it is. I mean, everyone is in self-isolation, but my life is already looking like that, and I love it. You know, like maybe you're in that space. That's awesome. But there's also always a longing in hearts, you know, as well. You know, like, yeah, I'm happy, but still, fully, is there another level of love that you can open up to? Or is there a bit of, you know, remorse or sadness or some, I'm actually missing out on something? Open up to that, because they always say life is short. So I think that's it. Story time is over, is it? The unicorns are like, meow. Vian is the German word. So that's it, my friends and family. I love you a lot. That was a long video, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow and see what's coming through for the strengthening to your own spirit video. So I'm extremely excited for that, and I'm looking forward to it. So trust yourself. We're all in this together. Reach out, guys. Reach out. If you need anyone to hold space for you during this time, I'm here for you. Please reach out. I'm happy to pull a card for you. I'll be going live on Thursday anyways on my page to pull cards for people. So please feel free to join me there. Send me any questions or messages, even if you want that to be answered in private. I'm here for you always. I do my best, and I have plenty of resources as well. So if you want to join any meditation nights or what have you, I'm happy to connect you with people there for free as well, and they are daily. So please, it so helps to keep your head up, to keep your vibration up, to keep going through this, because ultimately all we're going through when we panic and we are in fear and we are worried about our kids, ourselves, our lives, our jobs, it's just a trigger. And once we talk that through and we shift it and we come out the other side, we're like, oh, and then it shows up. It really shows up. There's so many solutions on opportunities, and you get to choose. Okay? All right. Find an easier path forward is this one. Self-protection, self-love, self-care. Self-isolation is what I want to say too. Encouragement, courage. Yeah. Choose yourself. Choose your life. Choose you. But then again, if you don't want to choose that, don't. See, it's up to you. Your choice. Alright, you guys. Enough now. I keep repeating myself just to let the message sink in. Get into your heart, get into your body, dance. Dancing actually really helps to get grounded and get it back into your body. Especially if you're at home and can't get outside in nature. You can always, like, you know, intentionally ground yourself. My grandpa had always this really funny thing, and I thought I'm going to make a meditation out of it. And he said when I ate an apple, and he said when you swallow the seeds, you're going to grow an apple inside of you. And I thought, this is actually a pretty cool thing for manifestation, right? It's just, imagine you have that seed in your belly and you grow a tree, and then this big massive trunk just grows in your body, and then this big crown comes out of you, and on the other down your body is just growing the same big tree, and the massive strong trunk holding you with these big deep roots going into the air and seeking all the nutrients and water and minerals and keeping you safe and strong and tall and grounded, connected to Mother Earth always, but at the same time this massive crowns like just holding, being open, so you're really feeling centered within yourself, knowing who you are, feeling safe at all times, surrounded and protected by Mother Earth, because as my mom always says, we are all earthlings. She always calls human earthlings, and I actually find them very beautiful right now. So yeah, that's a little bit of my family wisdom for you. My grandpa that taught me that, by the way, has passed over as well, and he was so close when my son just got born. He was there around in spirit, and I'm sure he's around right now because I'm getting goosebumps. So know that even if you have lost people during this time, there's always a way you can get out the other side and reconnect with them. And I know there's always these questions of why did this happen, why now, why me, why, so many answers, so many questions that haven't been answered, or things that are unresolved, and all that sort of stuff is all something you can work through, and you can connect with that sort of stuff